Welcome back everybody to a brand new video of my Hardcore Iron Man going for the Grandmaster Zuck helmet. And if you guys want to see what kind of progress we make through this series, make sure you like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I have an ambitious goal of trying to maybe hit, like, I don't know, we'll say 100, maybe 250 subscribers by the end of the year. So let's see if we can do it. But I have a couple of questions for the future of this account, and I want your guys' input for some of this stuff. So for number one, we get ourselves the robe bottoms here. Very nice, we're stylish. But the actual number one, if I'm doing content that has combat achievements, i.e. like the wilderness bosses, I can get all of the combat achievements and never actually see a collection log slot. So would it be one of those moments where I lock myself to those pieces of content? Abyssal Needle, nailed it! Where we lock ourselves to that content, for example, like Vedion, right? I could get all of the combat achievements and then I never have to worry about anything from Vedion ever again. Or do we just complete the collection log when we go to the content that we go to? Which then raises a second question. There is a lot of content in this game that does not have combat achievements, and we could in theory look at, I only lock myself to logs of things that have combat achievements, and then every other collection log is free game, or we can have a non-combat achievement focused collection log on the side. So for example, Guardians of the Rift. But if I wanted to switch things up in this idea that I'm having, I could do Moons of Peril with Guardians of the Rift. Guardians of the Rift being a non-combat achievement collection log, and Moons of Peril being a combat achievement collection log. So just some ideas to throw around, some thoughts that I had. Let me know what you guys think. I ultimately want to go and make this account very, very, very successful. I want to try to push this account to the absolute limit and get as many collection logs as I can. But after a couple hundred hours specifically on Guardians of the Rift so far, I've made very little progress. So let me know what you guys think. Otherwise, let's get back into the progress for this episode. Alright, I needed a bit of a break from Guardians of the Rift, and I have quite a big grind ahead of me, so I decided that I was going to finally complete Monkey Madness 1 and get a Dragon Scimitar. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person who actually uses Protect from Magic when coming for Monkey Madness. I'm pretty sure like everybody just uses the safe spot these days. But back in my day, we didn't know about that safe spot. I remember fighting this demon for the first time whenever the quest first came out. And oh my god, I got absolutely slapped every single time. But with him taken down, yes, Garkor, thank you. We're 10 squad, no casualties. Wow, it's almost like the demon didn't attack the squad. Alright, Zooknook, where are you taking me? Oh, good, Apatol. That's, oh, and I'm immediately poisoned. That's what I wanted. Alright, let's go finish this quest. Alright, I'm still poisoned, but as we run up to go talk to the king, we will be finishing up good old Monkey Madness, which is pretty good. You can see I have 100k in my inventory plus the Gree. During the quest, I did... thank you. Yep. It's over. We're finished. Great. Just give me the quest complete screen, please. For the love of God. Full report, 10 squad. Yeah, no casualties. Okay. Anyway, well, I just click through this. Thanks, Narno. Can you just, please, for the love of God? No. Oh, good. 3 diamonds. That's what I wanted. There it is. Quest complete, and then we can go talk to whatever the dude's name is up top and get some experience. We'll be going to do that. But what I was going to say is, through the quest, I did take a little bit of extra time, and I actually... Oh, my poison's gone. I actually got all of the Gree made that we will need for Recipe for Disaster. So I don't have to worry about that. It's just already done. Alright, I'm here for training. No, yes, Darrow, give it to me. It's hardly any time at all. I'm not quite sure what I want to go with here. I mean, the experience is great. I think strength and stamina. Yeah, it just sounds like it's gonna be worth it. Several long hours later, in a deep dark room, Darrow has slapped you in the head a couple of times with a stick, and you come out with a bunch of experience. There we go, 63 strength, 65 hit points, and that's it. I thought I was gonna get more. That's a little depressing. Anyway, let's go get our dragon scimitar. Alright, one, I can not find the shop. Who sells the freaking scimitar? Is it you? Yes. Alright, give it to me. 100k? Good. Yes. God, searched for like 10 minutes trying to find that. So number one, for whatever reason, I have no idea why I couldn't figure out where to go to freaking buy that scimitar. But number two, why do monkeys have a scimitar shop? What monkey is gonna use a scimitar? I'm just saying, it's weird. So I'm gonna let this clip play out as I go over some stuff. We managed to hit 75 rune crafting, and we get quite a few dupes in this pool, but it's time to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is blood runes. So to be able to craft blood runes, I need to complete Sins of the Father, which, if you know the quest even in the slightest, then you know it is going to be absolutely dreadful. It is a quest that has a very, very difficult boss, and my account isn't quite ready for that. So we're going to be taking a hiatus for quite a long time from Guardians of the Rift, as we work on getting better equipment as well as better stats so that we can take on good old Vanstrom Klaus. I will have a more comprehensive list of things that I want to be able to get here later, but the dragon scimitar is a big talking point. I want to try to maybe get some black dragon hide if I can. I get the rope of the eye here, which is nice, but we have a lot of grinds to go, so prepare yourselves. It's a big one. So we are finishing up our Slayer task here. We get 29 Slayer, which is pretty nice. We're gonna need Slayer for a lot of things. Not only do we need 50 for Sins of the Father, it is also going to be my most reliable source to try to get something like the rune pouch, but we're also going to need to get Slayer levels and Slayer points for like skips and everything, because there are a ton of Slayer bosses. So like we have the Abyssal Sire, the Hydra, you know, that kind of deal. The Araxor just recently came out. Grotesque Guardians are one of them. But so there's a ton of Slayer bosses that we're going to be needing to be able to get through, because they all have combat achievements that I'm going to have to be able to do. So Slayer is going to be a pretty big focus, which is why the Slayer collection log is going to be a little weird. Like I said, where is it? The rune pouch is also going to be a really, really big upgrade for the account in general as well. So let's get after it. So looking at gear upgrades, we are going to need Barrow's gloves if we have any hope of doing this. So in that regard, here we go. Recipe for Disaster has officially begun. Let's get after it. Still by far one of the best cutscenes in this game. You know, whoever decided to do this cutscene really had fun with it, because like seriously, it has some of the best animations, and this is probably one of the oldest like high intensity animation thing that is in the game. One of my favorite things is coming up here. Alright, well, shoot it. Pooh! Wow. Oh, he's at it again. But that's not my favorite thing. My favorite thing is whenever we come back and we're like, oh my god, we're scared. We're behind a pole. Or a stool, I guess. Like, what is that? But, slip off, slap. It works! It's so good. Anyway, with that out of the way, we finish Recipe for Disaster General Dudes, and we get 22 farming and 33 cooking. So obviously we gotta go on a questing spree, so here's fishing contest. Pirate Peak completed. I also got the fashionscape of the stuff, but we got the apparatus so that we can start farming seaweed, which is gonna be really nice. There's the dwarf completed. Murder mystery completed. Still one of the weirdest quests, I swear to God. Lumberage guide completed. Scratch Google Balls and good luck saying that name, but he's completed. The Golem. Shadow of the Storm completed. We are going to put our experience into, I think, probably ranged. Just because it's my lowest level. Yeah, we're going to put ranged, and there's Shadow of the Storm. And the worst of the Recipe for Disaster mini quests, Evil Dave completed. Now we are coming back to Shades of Morton completed. Shield of Rav completed, almost missed it, but was doing it with my fiance, who is also making her own series, so keep an eye out for her episodes. Merlin's Crystal completed, which is going to be really important for some of our future grinds. Now, a terrifying thing. We are doing the Family Crest quest, and I have to be in the wilderness. Literally, if there's any PKer around my level, if they would try to jump on me right now, I would 100% be dead. Not very many people PK in Edgeville Dungeon anymore, so I hopefully should be safe. But let's get this guy down and get this quest done. Alright, everything went off without a hitch, and Family Crest has been completed. Here we go, coming in, we are going to complete ourselves the Heroes quest, which was oddly shorter than I remember, but we got it done regardless. And pop up. There it is. Heroes quest complete. Finishing Elemental Workshop number 1. And of course, number 2 has to come directly after. Oh yay, Steel Claws, we can make them. Wow. Starting on the quests that we need to do, here is In Search of the Myrek, completed. And Pickpocket this dude, Creature of Frankenstein, completed. We need that Ring of Karas for a reason. One of the dumbest quests ever, Garden of Death, complete. And here we go, this is why we needed the Ring of Karas. We got ourselves probably the worst quest ever, Garden of Tranquility, complete. Now that we have those done, we come over and complete Sir Amikvar's, and I did a ton of wines and got ourselves 69 cooking. I'll finish 70 here in a bit. Finishing up In Aid of the Myrek. Then, of course, Darkness of Hollow Vale complete. And there is a WoW guy complete. That is everybody saved, which means we now have 2 quests. One not so bad, but the other a behemoth of a quest that we need to complete. And that means we now need to go complete ourselves Horrors of the Deep and Desert Treasure 1. A lot to go, but let's get it done. So, after we're going through this, getting my experience here, we're completing up Fremnik Isles, and I have a confession to make. I may or may not have ran, and by ran, I mean walked through the troll area and got chanced, and my Ring of Life saved me on 2 HP. So, note to self, never walk in the troll area again. Only ever run. Sprinting required. But anyways, with all of that taken care of, we have ourselves the Helm of Knights-Not, which is going to be our best in slot helmet for a very long time. And we get it because we complete Fremenic Isles. Oh my god, just give me the quest complete screen. There it is, Fremenic Isles. Now that my character is drunk off of his ass, we finish up the bar crawl, and we get something kind of nice. We can smash our own vials. Annoyingly enough, this was required for Horror from the Deep, so we got it done. With really no problem at all. There it is, Horror from the Deep. As you can see, I'm not using my sardines anymore. But yeah, we only use really like 3 food, so pretty easy boss overall, but that is one of the few left that we need before Barrow's Gloves. God, it feels like I've been here forever, but finally we got a diamond amulet. We can enchant that into a amulet of power, and that's actually going to be my best in slot amulet for a very long time. This is one of the pieces of equipment that I want before trying to take on Vanstrom Klaus. As you can see, I've been here for quite a bit, but we got it now, so that's great. Another equipment slot taken care of. So this is really cool. I was actually told about this. I sold a whole bunch of Chaos and Death runes, and I bought an Obsidian Cape. It is actually on the collection log for the TZ Har, but because I bought it and I didn't get it as a drop, that means I didn't get the log. So that means a nice best in slot, huge upgrade for my cape slot. So this is probably going to be my cape, even after I get like 99s or whatever. It's going to be pretty much my best cape for a very long time, because I can't get the fire cape for a very long time. So now we got it. That's good to go. Alright, we need ourselves some quest points. So there's Temple of Ikov in 61 range, which is nice. And Taurus Trap completed. The big one, Desert Treasure. This is all we needed. Except for Edgar's Ruse, because quests. And Legends quests. Specifically because we get so much prayer experience from this. I could put it in any other skill, but let's be honest, prayer is gonna be the nicest. I've come to the conclusion that I am going to need piety if I'm gonna take on Vanstrom Klaus, so every little bit of prayer experience that we can get right now is going to be huge. But Legends Quest also comes with a second very, very cool thing that will be another best in slot item for us. So there it is, Legends Quest complete. As we get our stew boost finally, it took forever, come over here and we make ourselves the Dragon Square Shield. So you'd make it in Western Ardoing because that is a diary task. But this is going to be my best in slot shield for pretty much the foreseeable future. And it took me way too long to finally do this quest, but we are finishing up Prince Ali Rescue, because why not? The final quest that we need, Pirate's Treasure completed. That means we can go do Barrow's Gloves. And the Colonnomancer, whatever his name is, he gets all sorts of big and bulky and buff. And spews food everywhere. I'm just saying we should pick that up, but there it is. Recipe for Disaster completed. Great lamp, but that's not our true love. We come down here and we get ourselves the one, the only, the best pair of gloves. Please tell me I have enough money for it. Yes, I should. Buy items and buy the gloves. And these are going to be so much better than Clank's gauntlets and my best in slot gloves for all styles for a very long time. So we're going to open up some serotonin, not very much going on, but we're gonna open it regardless. And I want to ultimately complete Sins of the Father and A Taste of Hope sooner rather than later. And one of the things that I want to try to get is I want to try and get better gear. Right now I'm using full green D hide, and it's just not gonna cut it. We have a chance at maybe trying to get some black dragon hide, but we need a lot of training. We're gonna need at least 70 prayer for piety. Ooh, a lamp. Well, I mean, if you're just gonna hand me herb lore, that's fine. And a cabbage. Oh, good. That's a roll on the mega rare table that we didn't get, so that's great. Garbage, garbage, and garbage, and garbage, garbage. Ooh, collection log slot. Still garbage, but garbage. Good. And then, well, I guess the loner teleports a log, but more garbage. We got an adamant axe, woo boy, and more teleports that aren't even unique. So we're completing Guardians of the Rift. Next video, Vanstrom, we're coming for you.
Trust your